The biggest games of the year are seemingly behind us. The summer of gaming nears, promising numerous reveals and announcements. And there's the looming autumn-winter seasons, with their major AAA releases and bombshells. What's there to look forward to in the months before? As it turns out, quite a lot. Let's take a look at noteworthy games releasing in May of 2022. Trek to Yomi. Flying Wild Hog's side-scrolling hack-and-slash title takes clear inspiration from the works of Akira Kurosawa. It focuses on Hiroki, who embarks on a mission of revenge against those who destroyed his village. Light and heavy attacks are your bread and butter in combat, but combined with directional inputs, it's possible to execute thrusting attacks or slice enemies that are behind you. Of course, you can also use a bow and arrow, bow shurikens, and environmental hazards to slay foes. With 4 different endings, a cinematic mode with a lower difficulty, and a tougher one-hit kill mode, Trek to Yomi caters to a wide variety of players. It's out on May 5th for Xbox Series X and S, PS4, 5, and PC. Source of Madness. Roguelites have come and gone, some better than others. Then you have Source of Madness, a side-scrolling roguelite with Lovecraftian horrors, born of procedural generation and powered by neural network AI. As a magic user, you venture through the Loam Lands and the Tower of Madness, battling these horrors with different skills and spells. Multiple classes and loot help keep things fresh, while the art style provides a surreal landscape to explore. Source of Madness is currently in early access on Steam, but it will launch on May 11th for Xbox Series X and S, PS4, 5, PC, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Flippin Kaktus. Flippin Kaktus is a side-scrolling action-adventure that embodies the 80s punk aesthetic. After Cactus, who happens to be a living cactus, has his home raided by the cartel and his foster family abducted, he embarks on a journey for vengeance. There are a surprising number of ways to approach combat, either using traps in the environment or relying on the power of rage, with some decent armor and dodging. With 11 locations and handcrafted levels, not to mention the spirit of pulpy VHS action films, Flippin Kaktus promises a rollicking good time when it releases for PC, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox and PlayStation platforms on May 12th. Evil Dead the Game. The Deadites just never know when to quit, but thankfully neither does Ash Williams. Evil Dead the Game sees Ash teaming up with characters from across the franchise in the PvEVP game of survival. Up to 4 players team up together, each choosing a character from 4 different classes with unique abilities, explore different maps, and acquire more than 25 different weapons, like the classic boomstick and chainsaw. Meanwhile, a single player chooses one of 3 demons, the Warlord, Puppeteer, and Necromancer, to slay the survivors. This can be done by possessing Deadites, spawning powerful enemies, and controlling environmental objects, including cars and trees. The asymmetrical multiplayer genre has had more lows than highs over the years, but maybe Evil Dead the Game ends up being groovy. We'll find out when it releases on May 13th for Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch, PS4, 5, and PC via the Epic Games Store. Deliver Us the Moon, Xbox Series X and S, and PS5. Deliver Us the Moon first released in 2018 for PC, and after launching for Xbox One and PS4 last year, it's getting an Xbox Series X and S and PS5 upgrade at last, that too for free. Set in the near future where Earth's natural resources have been depleted, you play as an astronaut who must investigate a lunar colony with vital energy reserves after it goes dark. It's a suspense thriller with puzzles, anti-gravity sections, and even vehicles to control. The current-gen versions will benefit from 4K support, ray-traced shadows and reflections, and faster loading times. There's even support for the DualSense's adaptive triggers and speakers. If a creepy vacation in space sounds nice, then it's worth checking out Deliver Us the Moon when it releases on May 19th for Xbox Series X and S and PS5. Sniper Elite 5. Rebellion's definitive sniping experience returns with a brand new installment. It sees protagonist Carl Fairburn venturing to dismantle the Nazis' mysterious Project Kraken. Maps are larger than ever with multiple points of infiltration and traversal tools like zip lines. though a fair bit of platforming may also be necessary. Along with the campaign and multiplayer support for up to 16 players, there's new invasion mode where players can invade others' games and hunt them. Of course, if you want to co-op the campaign with a friend, that's also possible. Launching on May 26th, Sniper Elite 5 will be available for PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC. Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. In a Warhammer title, there's usually some evil that needs to be purged. Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters is no exception, as you control the Grey Knights in a battle against Chaos, who look to infect the galaxy with a strange plague called Bloom. Personalize your squad and embark to different planets to fight them off. Upgrade your base and research even more potent tools of killing, but choose your missions wisely. You can't save every planet. With visceral ranged and melee combat, enemies and levels that mutate due to bloom, and dynamically destructible environments, there are a lot of tactical options. Warhammer 40,000 Chaos Gate Demon Hunters releases on May 5th for PC. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising sees CJ, Garou, and Isha all exploring the rune barrows that have emerged beneath the new Neva for their own reasons. The 2.5D scrolling action RPG lets players switch between each character, performing link attacks and combat. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising releases on May 10th for PC, Xbox Series X and S, PS4, Xbox One, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. My Time at Sandrock. Panthea Games' My Time at Portia offered a nice little Harvest Moon-style adventure, but faced its share of performance issues at launch. However, it received enough support to become a fun life sim while paving the way for the sequel, My Time at Sandrock. Entering early access for PC via Steam and the Epic Games Store on May 26th, it takes place in a wholesome, their words, not ours, post-apocalyptic world where most modern technology has been destroyed. You venture to Sandrock as the newest builder and do everything necessary to fix it up. Gather materials, process them in your workshop, create structures and other unique items, while handling various requests. Improvements to combat along with new weapons and mechanics are also promised. During open beta, players have access to some of the story's first act, though the exact range of content hasn't been detailed. My Time at Sandrock will be in early access for a year and release for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S down the line. And that brings us to the end of the video. A quick request: we upload new videos every single day, and if you like what we're doing, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. Also, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon so that you can receive daily video updates. Thanks for watching.